Hello everybody, today we'll be making pulled pork sandwiches. And I'll start with a brine and go from there. So the brine consists of water, salt, sugar, rosemary, bay leaves, garlic, paprika, and cayenne pepper. We'll be leaving this overnight, or about 12 hours. Once this is done, we'll take it out of the package and pat dry it. And so since this slab of meat does not have a lot of uh, fat on it, I'm going to wrap it in bacon just to give it that extra fat that it needs so it doesn't dry out through the cooking process. Now with both of those wrapped, we'll pan sear them in hot oil. You want to make sure your oil is very, very hot, otherwise it'll stick and mess up the searing process. And you want to get all the sides here, including those end pieces, yes. And so once you get all those sides seared up, it's on to mixing the sauce. So with the sauce, we're going to start with 3/4 cup ketchup, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, a teaspoon of mustard powder, teaspoon of paprika, teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of cumin, some fresh ground pepper. On top of that, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of tomato sauce. And then you want to blend it all together until it's smooth and creamy. And then if you want to, add a little bit of cayenne pepper for a little bit of kick. Alright, and now that you got your barbecue sauce how you want it, you can take it over to the crock pot and put the sauce over it. Just drizzle it on top. And you want to scoop out the rest of it. Alright, and then after you spread it around, make sure everything's all covered. You're going to put it on low for 8 hours, or if you're in a little bit of a rush, it's on high for 4 hours. Alright, and as for our sides, we're going to have some corn and some mashed potatoes. Alright, and just peel your mashed potatoes as much as you want. And of course, dice them into about 1-inch cubes. Alright, put them in some water and add some salt. And just bring it up to a nice boil. Alright, and while we're waiting for that to get to a boil, we're gonna start making some of the garlic sauce for the potatoes. We're gonna add some milk, some butter, some garlic, you don't need that, and mince it up a little bit and throw it into the milk and butter. And just bring it up till it's kind of rumbling a little bit in the pan, and mix it up together, and just take it off the heat. And of course, don't forget about the corn. We're going to start that a little bit later on because it does not take as long. So we're going to bring it up to a simmer and add the corn. And about the time that you start the corn, we're going to strain the potatoes out and start mashing them. And as you mash them, just add the So we're gonna bring the meat over, and it's already falling apart as I bring it over. Like, look at that. If that's not screaming, juicy, tender, fall off the... Well, there's no bone, but if there was, it'd be falling off. And just look at that. Just instantly, you just start pushing it down with a fork, and it just instantly just melts pretty much. And then afterwards, you're gonna stick it back in this juice, stir it up a little bit, make sure everything's nice and coated, and voila. Okay guys, let's go ahead and toast some buns real quick right before. I like to butter mine just a little bit. Toast it however you want it, however you like. You know, some people like it dark and some people like it lightly toasted. So, and here's the final product, guys. Hope y'all enjoy.